Hi, this is Aaron Young with Laughlin Associates. Today we're talking about who the players are in a corporation. We get asked this question all the time because so many of you are going to be set up as kind of the only person in the corporation. You still need to understand what the different roles are that you play and when you're acting in that role. So let's talk about who the team is when you set up your corporation. First of all, there's the shareholder. The shareholder is the one that owns the stock. That's the person that owns the company. So even though they're the owner of the company, they're probably the least involved in the day-to-day. That shareholder role is pretty passive, but they do have one major responsibility, and that is that the shareholder gets to elect the board of directors. In most companies that work with us, the board of directors is very small, quite often just one person. And that one person might be the same person that is the shareholder. But the director and the shareholder have a very different responsibility. The director is the brains of the operation. The director is tasked with setting the vision for the company, deciding what investments are going to be made and other major decisions for the corporation. They also have a big responsibility in that the director is the one that appoints and hires the officer, the primary officer of the company, the president of the company. So now we have a shareholder, we have a director, and we have the president. The president's job is to carry out the wishes of the board of directors. So the director makes a decision, they pass it on to the president. The president is responsible for operational issues within the business. They also are joined by two other officer positions, a treasurer and a secretary. And although the treasurer and secretary jobs are not nearly as well known as the president job, still the treasurer is obviously responsible for the money of the corporation and has a fiduciary responsibility. And the secretary is responsible for keeping corporate records and maintaining all the discussions and the resolutions made at the board level. So those are your team members. The shareholder who owns the company, the director who thinks for the company and makes the major decisions, the president who is the primary officer and the one responsible for carrying out the operational issues of the company, and the treasurer and the secretary who manage the money and keep the corporate records. I hope that's helpful. We'll be back with another video to explain the members, and I should say the team members for LLCs, and that'll be in the next video. Thanks a lot.